What was it? What was it like growing up in Australia, man? You
man, it was different than here. Yeah, check him out, man.
Ooh.
Bro, that was the first day I joined.
Where are your shorts?
They little though.
All I see is jersey.
Nah, they little under there. Little under there. That's the swag in Australia, bro. That's short shorts.
Bro,
we've been on that. This photo was taken in 96, mind you, and y'all just starting to wear short shorts. So that's too short.
That's damn near like the shit they was doing with Teague. Did you know the jersey and the shoes? Like, what the hell you got going on?
Yeah. Now, this is your typical Australian rules, AFL. Uniform. And that was my first love, bro. I've always been in like a sports family. My dad was a sports player. He played this and then he punted as well. So it was always sports, bro. Yeah. And that was my first love is I wanted to be a pro football player in Australia.
Yeah.
And so growing up, everything was kind of just based around that. School was cool. Like, you know, the difference is in Australia, though, you don't have school sports. So, like, over here, you know, it's
integrated into the system.
Like, when you go to high school, you with your homies and y'all on the team. Like, with us, it's not like that. Like you have your school friends and then you got your club football friends. But, yeah, everything was always around sports, bro. And then when I didn't make the AFL, that's when I packed up and came to America. So let me go try to do that in America.
You've been doing this shit, though.
I'm so glad
you've been doing this shit though. Forever.
Yeah, because people start. I mean, I never had in Australia people taking photos of me playing sports or anything like that, right? Yeah. So I never really knew until I got to LSU.
Every time,
and people's always like, "Why is every picture? Why is he making a gun?" And I'm like, damn. I'm like, look at that. I damn sure am. And then my mom would send me hella pictures like this of me doing it back then, and it's just I'm obviously not consciously making a fucking gun with my hand when I shoot. I promise you, I'm not.
They throwing flags on you in the league right now. Boy.
What?
You getting thrown out the game. Too many personal fouls.
It's just when my hand come off the ball to go like that. But yeah, that ain't going in 2025. But I can't help it, bro. I can't help it. But it's not on purpose. I want to make that clear. People think I do that shit on purpose.
Be banging the motherfuckers.
Yeah, no, bro. I'm not. They're like, he got tattoos on his face. He doing gun shit. I'm like, bro, it's not like that, bro.
He's not a regular punter.
I'm not. It's not like that, bro.
Oh, shit.
But Australia was cool, bro.
So Australian rules football or American football?
American, bro. The pay not even comparable, bro.
Well, you talking about the pay. I'm talking about the play.
I'm still talking about the pay.
All right. He just wanted to pay.
What,
okay,
man? Look, yeah, I look, bro. You gotta a lot of when I'm thinking how to answer that question, it's like you gotta in Australian rules football. I was more of like a position player in that. Like I'm running like 5 to 10 miles a game.
Oh, you like me?
I'm like doing shit. Y'all tackling, running, sweating.
What's the problem?
That's cool, but like in Australia, I think they getting like $200,000-$300,000 a year. So now
they ain't no pads.
And ain't no pads, and they doing all the shit. Now you go over here, you in the NFL, and I'm not even sweating.
If we're talking about the intangibles, you know what I'm saying, like outside of the game, it's not comparable. You ain't gotta ask.
Yeah, but bro, honestly, the answer to that question is American football. I've grown to love American football, and I guess it's just through my journey and the different teams I've been on, the teammates I've had, but like. Just the idea of a football team, bro, I love being a part of it. Like, you have your defense, you got your offense, you got different positions on those teams. It's like a little army within itself, and it's got special weapons within that bitch, you know? And I always prided the specialists, like the kicker or punter, being like a weapon of sorts. Yeah. And I think a lot of my teammates have always said that they appreciated like the intensity that I brought. And I gotta draw that all the way back to one individual. His name's Tyrann Mathieu.
Yeah.
Because, bro, when I got here as a freshman, we was locker mates.
Okay, yeah.
So my locker was next to his. Before practice, after practice, I'm right there with them.
Right.
And I tell you couldn't be around that kid and not get influenced by his charisma, by the way he spoke. I mean, if you've ever shared a locker room with him, you know what I'm talking about? Especially if you was here at LSU when he was here. This is a one-of-a-kind dude. But just the obsession of being perfect and being the best at his craft, I really, like, I don't know, that I gravitated towards that. And I was like, I know I don't have a lot of opportunities as a punter, But I was like, I want to be like Tyrann Mathieu. I want to be like Kelvin Shepherd. I want to be like Patrick Peterson. I want to be this impactful.
Right.
And so like, oh, there go, that little play. He scored a touchdown off our punt.
Mm-hmm.
But bro, that was just like the mindset because of this dude, and that I carried that with me till today.
Right. So talk about getting to LSU.
Yeah.
Because I mean that's
from
like we seeing a lot of Australian punters around your time. Probably a little. It's probably a few people before you. Yeah. One guy before you?
Yeah, one dude before me. His name was Alex Dunachi. He played at Hawaii. He was like 2 years older than me.
Okay.
And then there was like a couple of dudes that had not done college yet, but like older Australian dudes, like pros that were playing Australian rules football. They would come over after their Australian rules career and punt.
Yeah.
But these are like 35-year-old dudes coming over in the NFL. So no one had really done the college route except this one kid, Alex Donachi.
Yeah.
And then we had friends in Baton Rouge. People always ask, like, how'd you end up in Baton Rouge? And the story is like, my dad traveled the world when he was like 26 with some of his friends because he broke his ankle. He had to take a year off football. So they just like, he said back then they had like a ticket you could buy with an airline. And as long as you was going this way around the world, it was like a $200 ticket. So they left for like a year, did a whole trip. Anyway, he meets these people in Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Yeah.
And stayed in contact with them. And that was the family I ended up moving in with. So when I got cut from my Australian team, I was like, man, I don't know what I want to do. I don't want to go work. I don't want to, And Dad was like, why don't you go over, do your senior year of high school in America?
Yeah.
Because I had left high school in the 11th grade in Australia. It's very, very common to leave high school and go into the workforce. So I left high school in the 11th grade to be an electrician.
Oh, wow.
I did that for like 2 days. I was like, I don't want to do this shit, bro.
I was an electrician.
Yeah, I was like, I couldn't
see you. I couldn't see you.
Nah, hell no,
if I'm being honest.
And then so Dad was like, watch this one. Watch this one. Backed up, twin. 73. That's Micah Eugene returning right there.
That's Mike?
That's Micah Eugene right there, the punt returner.
Yeah, he ran back by 20 yards.
You're going to notice the clip cut before he picked that bitch up because he came back. He came back.
Oh, shit. Yes, boy. Yeah, so okay. Back in America playing football, yeah.
Yeah, so come to Baton Rouge. My dad had that background in American football. So I get cut in Australia, and Dad was like, why don't you go over, do your senior year of high school? You haven't finished high school.
Yeah.
You can live with the family that we're friends with. That's Eric Reed catching that bitch too. And yeah, this was the night I got offered by LSU because they was here watching Eric Reed. But Dad was like, why don't you go over do senior high school? And it was just supposed to be that extra 1 year of chasing a dream or whatever, or playing sports before coming back to Australia and starting to work again as a fucking electrician or whatever it was going to be.
Fucking electrician, getting that bread.
So I came over and I did like an LSU punting camp just to kind of get a feel of how, Brad, that was the funniest shit. Like you asked Les Miles to this day.
It was different, like this style of kicking?
Yeah, and I was like, bro, I pulled up in those same short shorts you seen. I had my nose ring in.
Oh, they was like, who the fuck?
This is 2009. Okay,
yeah.
So I remember it was in the team room down here. I walk in like 2 minutes late because they're doing like a kicking camp.
Yeah,
and everyone just look. I got short shorts on, hair's crazy, nose ring, Les Miles. Oh, this the kid from Australia. So anyway, I do the kicking camp, and then I played at Parkview and had a really good season. And yeah, this is the night they offered me a scholarship.
Dang. Who was there at the game? Les was at the game?
Joe Robb. Joe Robb was at the... Oh, bro, crazy. Les's wife was at this game sitting next to my mom.
Oh, wow.
My mom had no idea.
Yeah.
My mom don't know shit about shit in this world. But mom's watching me punt at halftime, and I would always just bang shit at halftime. And Les Miles' wife, Kathy's sitting there going, "Oh, I need to tell my husband."
About it.
And then my mom's like, "Who are you?" Whatever. Coach Miles' wife. So, but yeah, they offered me that night, or I don't know if they offered me that night or they started talking to me that night. But that's when communications really opened up. And yeah, once they did offer me, bro, it was like a no-brainer. I think the only offers I had was from McNeese State, Nichols State, which are two small Louisiana schools.
Oh, shit.
And then it was LSU.
So you had 3 offers?
3 offers.
Man, you had more than me.
You want to know something crazy? when I got into, when I had accepted to LSU or whatever, I got here, right? And I get a call into the fucking compliance office. And the lady's name, Miriam Seeger. She told, it was me, my dad, and Les Miles. And she told Les Miles, basically, he's never going to be NCAA eligible. He'll never be able to play for us. And the issue they were having was my Australian transcripts from high school. I remember you telling me about it. They weren't like translating over or whatever.
Right.
But the problem was like the compliance department weren't doing their job, bro.
Right.
Because like, for example, PE in America ain't really shit. Like that don't really get you credits. But in Australia, PE is like sports science. And all you have to do is read the syllabus.
Right.
And we was turning all that in. It was like 400 pages they had to read.
Yeah.
But she was like, basically, he's never going to be eligible. So Coach Miles was like, fuck, I need to look for another punter. My dad, bro, said, give us 7 days before you make any decisions or whatever.
Yeah.
We went in, well, not we, but my dad got an attorney. Man, got that shit handled, bro.
Yeah.
Done. Within like maybe 2 or 3 weeks, it was handled. And then Les Miles, there was always a story like Miriam Seeger, anytime she went up to Les and was like, oh, this ain't gonna happen, he was like, you remember Brad Wing? And so I think that put me on her shit list early, bro, because I definitely wasn't on her good list ever.
She had a list. I think
I was gonna be ineligible, bro. Never gonna play because my Australian transcripts weren't gonna like cross over. But thank God we got that figured out. So this whole shit could have been over before it started.
Oh yeah, that would have been rough.
That would have been bad.
That would have been ugly for real. So you always knew it was gonna be LSU.
Yeah,
recruiting.
Once I came to a game and seeing what this was, I was like, bro, if I have the opportunity to play there.
Did you do? You only did a visit to LSU. You didn't go nowhere else.
Nowhere else. Yeah. Well, so when I was deemed ineligible by the NCAA, like I said, it was like a 2 or 3 week period. UCLA and Alabama both kind of like offered me under the table.
Yeah.
It was like, if it doesn't get fixed in at LSU, we'll fix it.
Right.
Because they knew it was like a bit of a bullshit thing. So I was, if LSU didn't work out, I was going to go to UCLA.
Wow.
Because the family I lived with here, they're from California. So imagine how different that story would have been.
Oh, yeah. No, that would have been a little crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would have been ass.
It wouldn't have been the same.
It wouldn't have been the same.
It wouldn't have been the same, bro.
Nah, it wouldn't have been the same,
bro.
For
sure.
Oh, shit. So, you didn't know who Les was when you got here, bro?
Nah, bro.
You did?
I really didn't. There was like a story. We're all out doing, it was like a kicking camp, and there's like tons of high school kids out there right here on the fields, right here.
Yeah.
And there's a ton of coaches out there, so I didn't know who was who. And Les was just like talking to me and like, oh yeah, it's pretty good or whatever. And then walks away, and like a couple of the other kids are like, and I'm like, what the fuck are they?
Right, what y'all
good? You know who that is, right? I'm like, yeah, it's one of the coaches. No, it's the head coach.
No, that's
and even coach. Then, like, I was so green when I moved here, bro. Like, another story is like Alabama came to visit me at Parkview. I didn't even entertain meeting with them because I was in an English class and they had a shorty in English class that I was fucking with. And so like I didn't even know. And then one of the
fucking up the bag over the shorty.
One of the sophomores was like, bro, there's an Alabama coach here to talk to you. I was like, yeah, I know.
Nah, you.
And he's like, bro, Alabama's a really good school. And I'm like, I'm sure it is. But bro, I was just,
I'm sure it is.
I'm
trying to
was
get
so
this number.
green, bro. I had moved here like in June or July of the year, right before the school year starts.
Yeah. So
I'm thrown straight into summer programs. I ain't never touched a fucking I ain't never squatted, bro. No bar has ever been on my neck ever. Yeah. So all that was new, bro. So it was definitely big time culture shock.
Hey, I was gonna ask you about that. Yeah. Culture shock. Do you have anything specific that sticks out in your head when you think about when you first got here? You're like, oh shit. Like,
I'm gonna tell you about the first time I had crawfish. And if there's anyone out there that's never had crawfish, I'm gonna do you a solid that no one ever did me. If you got to use the bathroom, wash your hands beforehand.
Ooh, boy.
I'm at my first.
Damn it.
I'm at my first crawfish boil, bro. Having a good old. I'm still in high school, right?
Yeah.
Having a good old time. Beers, crawfish. I'm like, what are these little fucking things? I'm fucking with it. It's great. It's cool. Yeah. Spicy though. Let me say that. Like I'm from Australia now. we didn't have a whole lot of
spice.
Nah, you know
that shit's crazy.
Little jalapeno could have done some damage down in Australia, just one. But so I come here and pretty quickly get like, hey bro, you're gonna have to deal with this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm rocking with it. It's like it's good flavor. My taste buds and shit gotta catch up. Yeah. But so I'm eating it, loving it, and then I tell my boy, hey, bro, I'll be right back, going to the bathroom. Don't think nothing of it. Boom, boom, boom. Bathroom, wash the hands. Back out to the party, and I'm,
That nigga said, hold on. Nigga, damn,
what the fuck going on here, bro?
Shit. Nigga said, oh, shit.
Damn. And he said, bruh, you got to wash your hands before. As soon as he started saying the words, I was like, yeah, it makes, I'm looking at it, it makes sense, bro. So that was you make that mistake once and you're never going to make it again. But like Louisiana, bro, and through football, I've been blessed to see a lot of this country. And I think that's the thing I like the most about America is how diverse it is.
Oh, yeah.
Like, even the state of Louisiana, bro, Baton Rouge and New Orleans can be two different worlds.
It is too.
So massive, especially coming from Australia to Louisiana. I'll never forget when I came through immigration at LAX. The dude's looking at all my shit, and he's, fuck you going to Louisiana for? Okay. I'm like, football. He was like, oh, yeah, it makes sense. But I've appreciated Louisiana a lot more after seeing more of the country. You know what I'm saying? And I'm biased. This is home for me.
Sure.
This is where my son's at. I obviously got ties to the school here that hold very fond memories.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the South, that Southern hospitality. It's real. It's a real thing. I've lived up in Pittsburgh. I've lived up in New York and Philadelphia. And those places are great in their own little way as well. Like Pittsburgh is one of my favorite cities.
I heard it's pretty
in the whole country. But it's that's what I love about this country, man, is there's a lot of culture that differs from, maybe just the next state over. Is very diverse. And I'm kind of into that, just other people's cultures. Definitely, as I've gotten older too, I've been more interested in the different cultures of other people.
Yeah,
for sure.
Exploring and shit like that.
And the food, obviously, bro. I done hit the jackpot coming down here, bro.
The Mecca.
Come on, bro.
Yeah, no, it's real different out here.